Did you know that a woman's lifespan can be influenced by the age gap between her and her husband? And can you guess what percentage of doctors are actually happy with their profession? Plus, did you know that inhaling helium gas from balloons can potentially be fatal? In today's video, we're diving into these unexpected realities and exploring some astonishing facts that might just change the way you look at the world. Did you know that more than a third of Facebook users actually leave the site feeling worse than when they logged on? You'd think connecting with friends, sharing photos, and catching up on news would make us feel good. But for many, it actually does the opposite. So why does this happen? Well, let's think about what we're seeing on social media. It's usually the highlights, right? The vacations, the fancy dinners, new job promotions, or that perfect sunset photo, everyone's best moments on full display. But here's the thing. When we're scrolling, it's easy to forget that our feeds are made up of these highlight reels from hundreds of people all at once. This can make it seem like everyone's got it all together, except us. This feeling even has a name, the compare and despair effect. And it's one of the main reasons so many people log off feeling down. What's interesting is that researchers have dug into this feeling, and the numbers are clear. More than 1 out of every 3 people leaves Facebook feeling worse than before. And it's not just Facebook. Studies show this effect happens across social media platforms. Did you know that a single sentence from Kylie Jenner, just a casual comment, made Snapchat lose nearly $1.5 billion? Yep, billion with a B. So here's what happened. Back in 2018, Snapchat had recently updated their app, and let's just say, people weren't thrilled about it. Lots of users complained, saying the new design was confusing and just not as fun to use. And it wasn't just regular people feeling this way. Celebrities were speaking out too. Then, Kylie Jenner, one of the most followed people on Snapchat at the time, casually tweeted, "So, does anyone else not open Snapchat anymore? Or is it just me? Oh, this is so sad." That's it. That was the whole tweet. Just a little personal thought. But Kylie's words hit hard because she had millions of followers who looked up to her and followed her every move. Her fans saw her tweet, and many started thinking, if Kylie doesn't like Snapchat anymore, maybe I don't either. And here's the crazy part. Within 24 hours, Snapchat's parent company, Snap Inc., saw its stock drop, wiping out $1.3 billion in value. Imagine losing that much money because one person said they didn't like your app. Have you ever felt like a bad relationship was actually making you feel sick? Well, it turns out there might be more truth to that feeling than you realize. Believe it or not, being in a negative relationship can actually weaken your immune system. Researchers have found that the specific stress from constant arguing, feeling unsupported, or not being valued by someone close can mess with your immune system. This means that if you're constantly dealing with tension in a relationship, your body might actually struggle more to fight off colds, the flu, and even other illnesses. It's like your body's natural defenses are, well, busy handling the emotional toll. Did you know, in ancient Egypt, throwing an apple at a woman was actually considered a marriage proposal? It's because apples have been seen as symbols of love and beauty across different cultures for centuries. So if a man tossed an apple to a woman back then and she caught it, it was a sign that she accepted his proposal. It was like saying yes without a single word. Have you ever noticed how every time there's a major disaster in a movie, it seems to happen in New York City? Whether it's aliens invading, superheroes battling villains, or natural disasters striking, New York just can't seem to catch a break. Believe it or not, New York City holds the title of the most destroyed city in film history. Did you know that an unborn baby can actually help heal its own mother? It's true. If a mother's organs get damaged during pregnancy, the baby growing inside her can actually send stem cells to help repair the damage. Let's talk about one of the biggest brands on the planet, Coca-Cola. Today, it's almost impossible to find someone who doesn't recognize that red logo or hasn't tried a Coke at least once. But here's something crazy. When Coca-Cola first launched, they only sold 25 bottles in the entire first year. Did you know only 6% of doctors are actually happy with their profession? To start, being a doctor isn't just about wearing a white coat and helping people get better. It's a career that demands long hours, years of intense study, and for many, huge amounts of student debt. And once they're practicing, doctors face constant pressure, with lives on the line every day. It's one of the most important jobs in the world, but also one of the most stressful. Did you know that inhaling helium from a balloon can actually be deadly? We've all heard that squeaky, high-pitched voice after someone breathes in helium, and maybe you've even tried it yourself. But here's the reality. That little laugh you get from the voice change can come at a high cost. Well, when you take in helium, it doesn't just change your voice. It also pushes out the oxygen in your lungs, oxygen that your body needs to survive. Even just a few breaths of pure helium can cause you to pass out from lack of oxygen. And if someone keeps inhaling, they can fall unconscious or worse, suffer brain damage, and in rare cases, even death. Did you know all the sons of Hitler's nephew agreed that they would never marry or have children in order to end Hitler's lineage? Did you know that the average person is happiest on a Saturday evening at exactly 7:26 p.m? Think about it. After a busy week, Saturday nights are our time to unwind. Whether it's hanging out with friends, enjoying a family dinner, or simply relaxing, that moment is all about joy and connection. Did you know that you become 10,000 days old after living for exactly 27 years, 4 months, and 15 days? Did you know that the Bible was written by more than 40 different authors over an astonishing period of 1,500 years? Different people from various backgrounds, cultures, and experiences came together to create a book that millions of people read today. Some authors were kings, others were fishermen, and some were even shepherds. Each of them contributed their own unique perspective on life, faith, and humanity. Did you know that even dead people can get goosebumps? So, when we feel cold or experience strong emotions, our bodies react by creating goosebumps. This happens because tiny muscles at the base of our hair follicles contract. But guess what? After someone passes away, this same reaction can happen due to certain changes in the body. When the body cools, the muscles can still twitch, causing those little bumps to form on the skin. Here's a fact you might not see coming. Studies show that a woman's lifespan can actually be affected by the age of her husband. Marrying an older man can reduce a woman's lifespan, and marrying a younger man may reduce it even further. This might sound like some ancient superstition, but there's real research behind it. Researchers have looked into this, analyzing years of data on marriages and life expectancy. They found that women who marry significantly older or younger partners actually have shorter life expectancies than those whose partners are closer in age. But why? One possible reason is stress, which we know can have a big impact on our health. Managing age-related differences, whether it's lifestyle, social expectations, or future plans, can add unique pressures. When a woman marries a much older man, she might end up shouldering extra responsibility as he ages. And on the flip side, a younger partner might come with a different kind of stress, like trying to keep up with younger habits, energy levels, or different life goals. And of course, this isn't to say that age gap relationships are bad. Many people find happiness with older or younger partners, and that's awesome. But science suggests that if there's a significant age difference, it might come with some unexpected challenges for a woman's health. If you enjoyed these mind-blowing insights, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any future explorations into the weird and wonderful. What fact surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.